So my name is Henry A.K. Morgan. I come from Liberia, a country in West Africa. Before I came to India, 5 months ago, I started to experience lower back pain. It started gradually and then it began to increase, which impeded my work, and I had to cut down hours of my work because of the pain. So I went to a hospital in my country called John F. Kennedy Memorial Medical Center. So I was diagnosed of having a split disc after CT scan, and I was further advised to seek medical attention outside of my country, since my country is challenged in the health sector, and India was recommended by my doctor back home. So I was able to make contacts in India, and I came along with my mother because my mother was also diagnosed of similar problem at the JFK back in Monrovia, Liberia. So we got there and we were brought to Manipal Hospital. We had to do investigations all over. We had to do evaluations of our condition to authenticate the medical report that we brought from home. And the reports showed that indeed we had spinal problem. My mother had compressed discs, and I had a fracture spine, a spinal fracture from the new MRI, CT scan, and X-ray results. It was recommended that surgery would be the option for both my mother and myself. My mother's situation was even worse because maybe of her age. She was advanced in age, so she had to walk, and we finally agreed to do the surgery. Surgery was performed and was successful. After the surgery, of course, the post-surgery recovery will be accompanied by sporadic pains, but gradually with the medication, the pain started to wear off. And since I did the surgery, it's been 14 days now. And I'm back at the hospital today, walking by myself, and the pain is very, very little now. And I feel much better after just 10 days after our first discharge and 14 days after the surgery itself. And I can walk. I really want to take this time to appreciate Dr. Nikhil Jain and all of the staff at Manipal, including Hassa and his team. They have done extremely well because it's not only the medical aspect, but also psychologically, moral support, and everything has been given to us. So we felt that we were actually with our own family in terms of the treatment, going through the surgery, prior to the surgery, and going through the surgery, and after the surgery. It has been huge support from the hospital staff, and we really want to appreciate because it has played a role in our fast recovery. And my mother and I, we have greatly improved. We have greatly improved in our health. The condition has greatly improved. And I will say that Manipal Hospital is one of the best. And because of what I'm experiencing, I didn't know that in a short time I would be at this position in the recovery process. But I feel okay. I feel like I want to go to the gym. But that Jim was telling me, no, you have to wait for like 3 months before you hit the gym. But I feel much better, to be honest. And when I get back home, I'll be an ambassador of this facility because we have a lot of people back home who are challenged, who have similar problems and don't know where to go. I will actually keep contact with the hospital, and if there's a way I can help anybody back home to come and seek medical attention here, I will definitely support that, because I have no doubt that this is one of the best hospitals in India. So I'm very grateful, and we, like I said, keep in touch with everyone here. But Manipal has done extremely well for my mother and I want to say thank you.
Henry is a 48-year-old gentleman from Liberia. He is a bureaucrat, I think. He came to me with the complaints of back pain. He is the son of Musu, who I operated first, in which I have described about in my previous video. So Henry has been complaining of back pain on and off for past many months. I did some scans and I found that he's suffering from a pars fracture in the lower lumbar spine at the level of L5. We did some extra scans which included a CT. I explained the findings to Henry. I offered him spinal surgery. The spinal surgery is done in two ways. I offered him the latest version, which is an ALIF, in which I go from the abdomen and I put a big cage in the spine, and the results have been excellent so far for all the patients which I have done. I did the same thing I explained the surgical steps to him in detail. He balanced both the surgeries. The other surgery, the traditional spinal surgery, is TLIF. So he balanced both the ALIF versus TLIF, and he found that ALIF was better, as I had explained him, and he went for it. The surgery lasted for about 4 to 5 hours, because we have to position the patient first in supine, in which I go from the abdomen, take out the disc and put the cage, and then I turned him around and then put the screws from the back. So the front abdomen scar was again a non-absorbable sutures, a small scar, and from the back it was MIS. He started walking from the very next day. He felt well. He was discharged out of the hospital in 3 days. I saw him three days back. Now he's 2 weeks post-surgery. He's very happy with the results. His dressings have come off, and he's now moving out of his stay in India, and he plans to travel back to Liberia next month. I'm happy that I could offer him the latest advanced treatment in spine, which is available to us as per the scientific evidence, and I hope to do so in future for patients who need them. Thanks.